Hey guys, welcome back to DC Extra. My name is Chris. Today we're going to be covering the announcements from Star Wars Celebration 2023. Okay, so this was a big day for Star Wars fans, as we had many announcements made. The big ones being that we are getting 3 new movies in the Star Wars universe. Anyway, I'll get back to those in a minute, because first I want to focus on the Ahsoka trailer. We got a trailer for the show that will be releasing in August of 2023, and in my opinion, it looks amazing. We got to see multiple characters from the TV show Rebels coming into live action for the first time, after we already saw Zeb Orrelios come into The Mandalorian in live action. Then we also had some information released about Acolyte, which will be releasing in 2024. A trailer for this was shown to the people at the event, but sadly I wasn't there so I couldn't see it, and I can't really comment on what it contained. Skeleton Crew is still going ahead, and some details regarding it were released, including the premise behind it. If you want to read up on this, there is a link to all the announcements in the description with more information. Andor Season 2 is currently in production, and it is set to finish by about August this year, and then it will spend about a year in post-production, so it looks like we might be getting it in the later half of 2024. The people at the event were also shown a sneak preview at The Mandalorian Season 3 Episode 7, which is the next one in the series. So just maybe be a bit mindful of spoilers over the next few days until the episode officially releases, just because there might be some people trying to spread some rumors. Alright, now for the big news. The 3 new movies that were announced. Firstly, and I'm going to go in chronological order here, that being timeline order, don't know when they're going to release yet. Firstly, we have James Mangold directing a movie that will be set during the Dawn of the Jedi. And this is going to be taking place before the prequels. So this is the earliest we've seen in the timeline so far. We will be seeing the first Jedi to ever have existed. I think this is a really interesting premise, and James Mangold is an amazing choice to direct this film, and I believe he can do it some justice. As for the image on screen now, the order in which you can see the kind of different symbols, that's the timeline order. So Dawn of the Jedi, that's where I just said this new movie is going to take place. The Old Republic is where some Legends material took place. The High Republic is, I believe, where Acolyte will be taking place. Fall of the Jedi, that's obviously the prequel era. Reign of the Empire, that's sort of between the prequels and the original trilogy, but also kind of encompassing the original a little bit. Age of Rebellion, that's just original. The New Republic, that's sort of the Mandalorian era. The First Order, that's sequels. And then the New Jedi Order, we will talk about in a second. So I mentioned the Mandalorian era, which takes place at around the New Republic. And there will also be a new movie here, directed by none other than Dave Filoni. And this will be a culmination of all the TV series set between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens, filling in some of those gaps that were left, and undoubtedly finishing up all the storylines that have been set out many years ago. Alright, and for the final movie, set 15 years after the Rise of the Skywalker, and this is going to be the furthest in the timeline we've gone. So first we went furthest back, now furthest forward. Anyway, in this new movie, we are seeing Daisy Ridley return as Rey Skywalker, who will be rebuilding the Jedi Order. And this movie will be directed by Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy. I'm sorry if I pronounced that improperly, but yeah, it's kind of a complicated name to pronounce, I don't know. Anyway, as I alluded to before, this movie will be taking place at the New Jedi Order point in the timeline. So we definitely have some new content to cover here, and it's possible that we get to see some of the characters from the Mandalorian era here, as it's not too much further after, especially a character like Grogu, who ages much slower than everyone else, we could potentially see in this New Jedi Order. Anyway, that is all the news that was released at this year's Celebration event, and I hope you are as excited as I am. But anyway, until next time, this has been Chris, and I'll be seeing you.